G'day, financial battlers. Today, we are talking about the cost of living crisis. Now, let me be clear. Inflation is real, groceries are expensive, rent is absolutely cooked. But some of you champions are using the economy as a scapegoat for your own terrible financial decisions. You stand around with your mates on the weekend, whinging about how the system is rigged and nobody can get ahead, all while firmly gripping a $9 iced oat-milk matcha latte with a pump of sugar-free vanilla. Let's talk about your morning routine, mate, because it is a mathematical disaster class. Every single morning, you walk into a cafe that looks like an abandoned warehouse with some ferns in it. You're served by a bloke named Bartholomew, who openly judges you for not knowing the origin story of the beans, and you happily tap your card for an experience that costs roughly the same as a small piece of real estate. The base coffee is $5, but you can't just drink normal milk like a peasant, can you? No, you need the artisanal, handcrafted almond milk that was milked from almonds by monks. Boom.
Add $2. Then you add a shot of caramel syrup. Because you don't actually like coffee, you just like warm milkshakes. And of course, the iPad gets spun around, asking for a tip for a bloke who just poured hot water into a cup. So your daily survival juice is now clocking in at nearly $10 a day. $10 a day, 5 days a week, is $50. That's $200 a month. Here is the pure, unfiltered hypocrisy of your brain. You will literally drive across town, wasting a litre of petrol just to find a servo that sells fuel 3 cents cheaper per litre. You save a grand total of $1.20 and you feel like the Wolf of Wall Street. But 30 minutes later, you happily hand over a $10 bill for a drink that costs 60 cents to make.
If you complain about the cost of living, but your local barista knows your dog's name, you don't have a cost of living crisis. You have a lifestyle delusion crisis.
But it's the only thing that gets me out of bed, you cry in the comments section. You know what else wakes you up? Having a positive net worth and not living paycheck to paycheck, champion. But the financial bleeding doesn't stop at 9 a.m, does it, mate? Because eventually it's lunchtime. You look at the sandwich you brought from home like it personally insulted your entire family. I can't eat that, you tell yourself. I've answered 4 whole emails today. I deserve a hot lunch. So back down to the Hipster cafe you go. You walk up to the glass display cabinet, and there it is, the artisanal sourdough toasty. It's made with wood-fired bread, organic spinach, and ham from a pig that probably had a better education than you. And the price tag? $18.50 for 2 slices of bread and some cheese. But you happily hand over your card because you're a culinary connoisseur. You're practically a food critic.
All right, champion, let's do the maths that you actively refuse to do. $10 for the morning coffee, $18.50 for the toasty. You are currently down $28.50. But wait, it's 3 p.m. The afternoon slump hits. Your brain has officially stopped working. You need another hit. You drag your lifeless body back to the cafe for coffee number 2. Boom. You are now spending roughly $35 a day just to exist at your job. $35 a day, 5 days a week, is $175. That is $700 a month, $8,400 a year. You are literally burning $8,000 a year on warm bean water and toasted cheese.
And yet, you were the exact same bloke who stands in the supermarket aisle having a meltdown because a loaf of bread went up by 50 cents. You will blame the government, you will blame the economy, you will blame global supply chains. But you will absolutely never blame the fact that you refuse to make your own sandwich. You don't have a grocery budget problem, you have a convenience addiction. Now, I can already hear the typing in the comments.
the ultimate defence mechanism of the chronically broke. But it's self-care. I work 40 hours a week. I deserve a little luxury to get through the day. Listen to me very carefully, champion. Buying an overpriced hot milk is not luxury. True luxury isn't a dopamine hit at 8 AM. True luxury is having financial peace of mind and not stressing about the rent.
Let's look at that $8,500 a year you are currently feeding to Bartholomew the barista. If you actually made your own lunch and invested that money into a basic index fund instead, over 10 years with compound interest, you wouldn't just have 80 grand. You'd have well over $120,000. You were literally drinking your house deposit. You were eating your future financial freedom.
So here is your brutal reality check. It's time to learn some basic survival skills. Step 1. This is a kettle. It boils water. It costs $20 and lasts a decade. Step 2. Buy some coffee beans, or heaven forbid, a jar of instant coffee, and make it yourself. Yeah, it might not have latte art of a swan on top, but you know what looks better than a foam swan? Having an emergency fund, so you don't have to put new car tyres on a credit card. Step 3. Make a sandwich at home. It takes 2 minutes. You are an adult, not a toddler who needs catering. You can't control inflation, you can't control interest rates, but you can absolutely control whether or not you let cafes completely rob you blind every single day. Hit subscribe if you're ready to stop whining and start actually keeping your own money. Or don't. Keep funding Bartholomew's beanie collection. Catch you next time, mate.